Let's see how the performance goes in.
Exactly, this is the start, and as we just see, we see a lot of EVs, like cute little EVs. It seems in this very starting that they're so cute and that can be pampered, but when they evolve in those Umbreon and those Leafeon, they can be very much deadly to your position. And specifically, if you're talking about Basic and looking forward to those early stacks in FSC Sports, they wouldn't have any problem with that. They want to make sure that all those bunnies goes in their favor because they need those early stacks as much as possible. And even see used to be Goku trying to stop it, but still we can see Peas going with those stacks without any kind of problems. He will be getting those constant healings from the side of Blissey at this moment, but Blissey trying to support him as much as possible. But at this early stance, Revenant has to make sure that if the Blaziken levels up very fast, it can be very much problematic. But also, the Zorak is into the question, so you have to be double cautious in these cases.
I mean, this match is one of those matches where the things can go wild for Team FSC. Was already losing a match against Pojo Legacy, but did saw how chaotic that particular team can be. Once again, if you talk about the alternate swap blues, the Revenant is trying to get the best out of it, and those Hoopa hyperspace holes can be very, very interesting to watch out for. And look at this, on the top lane, we do see a complete stack up coming in between that Squirtle, the Water Turtle to be precise, and now they're going to dump all those goals, so they're trying to destroy the tier 1 goal zone on the top lane. But at the same point, if you talk about the contestment, the Zorak, the Speedster comes in, trying to clutch it out, trying to get the best out of it. Another set of 4. At this point, Burzum and his teammates are definitely trying their level best to get a lot of goals in their favor and also get as many SKOs as possible. They're trying to farm out the mid lane in the opponent's goal zone area. So that is going to be very interesting how that approach is going to work out. But a stack up between Zorak, the Kumbaskin and the Blissey is going to be very interesting to watch. Revenant already with a lead of, if I'm not wrong, 44 points, but now that lead is just going to get increased a lot. I believe somewhere around interesting points will be coming in. Oh, there you go. Blissey will be going for another set of goals, but there will be a KO. It is going to be the Leafeon coming in from Revenant Esports. That means Burzum has to wait a little longer before he performs the way he wants to.
I mean, allowing FSC Sports, like allowing Revenant Esports to invade the jungle and steal your buffs, it's definitely not allowing, but we were not able to contest against them. It has given a lot of opportunities for Revenant to level up faster. We can see the Leafeon on level 8, which is definitely a big danger sign, or I would say a big problem that might arise for the side of FSC Sports. With this Altarian swap will be very important with who can take it home. It seems the War Turtle is doing wonders in these cases, and it all goes in the favor of Revenant Esports, while FSC Sports just stares and watches it go away from their hands. But in 5 more seconds, we will be seeing both the Reggie spawn in the top and the bottom lane respectively, as it seems FSC Sports are more interested in the bottom lane fight, while the Reggie Leaky will be easily, it seems to be going in the favor of Revenant Esports until unless BC does some wonders, but it won't happen because the Reggie Leaky will be pushed towards the tier 1 goal zone of FSC Sports. But an instant teleportation coming up from the side of Hoopa, but won't make it in time as Inteleon gets this Reggie in their favor of FSC Sports.
Well, FSC Sports trying to retaliate and trying to get the best out of it, but look at this, the bottom lane tier 1 goal zone is already destroyed. Even in the top lane, we do see a complete control coming in from the individuals of Team Revenant Esports, but now the aggression is also paying out for the players of Team FSC Sports. Like, they have completely stacked up. Blaziken and the Blissey is trying to get the best out of it, and eventually Blissey is going to completely fall back to their base and eventually come back once again. Kid again trying to level up as fast as possible. We do see the Leafeon already getting the best out of it at level 10. He is one of those Pokemon who has got the best level in this particular matchup. I mean, it's on peak. Urshifu on the other corner as an all-rounder can be very good heavy hitter right now, and he's trying to get the best out of it as well. Stacking up with Hoopa can be very valuable. He has got the purple and orange buff, which is again going to be an added advantage. But the Inteleon and the Zorak is going to come in the effort and eventually get that KO. It was a very important one, and that's exactly what they're able to get. Look at this, the momentum is being shifted, but that hyperspace hole is going to deny the whole fact that they might actually get the control of the top lane. And look at this, now the Pokemons are coming out of that hyperspace holes, and Blastoise is also here. But that Blissey is about to get to it, that's what I feel. And there you go.
The counter attack coming up from the side of Revenant Esports, it's pretty dominant. I mean, for 1 second I really thought that that tier 1 goal zone will be destroyed, but look at the counter attack, all the scores, big scores coming in. Blaziken is completely helpless at this point, and that being said, both the tier 1 goal zones on the top and bottom lane of FSC Sports have already been reached by Revenant Esports, and it seems they are literally dominating the top tier. I would say the top lane control from the side of Revenant is completely, I would say, remarkable, because at this point FSC Sports, they're completely unable to find any value on the top. And again, we see the complete stack of Revenant going on the top to secure this Red Chili, can push it towards the tier 2 goal zone on the top lane against FS Esports. But is it going to happen that easily? Because it seems everybody will be jumping as Umbreon is trying to distract and buy some time. Zorok swoops in with the Unite, but Blastoise secures it with the Hydro Typhoon, and instantly the Red Chili will be pushed towards FS Esports at this point.
Multiple KOs coming in. We do see Urshifu doing a phenomenal job. Oh, look at this! With the rings and bound, what a play coming in. They're trying to destroy the tier 2 gold zone coming in the bottom lane. That can be very risky for Team Revenant Esports, because in the later stages, if the final stretch time can push them to go for a goal, they have to reach out to the base lane goal zones, and that is going to be really very tricky for them to play with. But right now, if we talk about Pardesi, he's getting cornered. This is not looking good. Umbreon is trying to stack him up, and let's see what he can really do with the bombs are coming in. Umbreon again trying to get the best out of it. He's trying to corner it out. The Leafeon goes in. He's definitely going to find a KO, and there you go. A KO comes in. And with that, Revenant Esports is still looking very dominant. Blaster is hiding in the grass, but once again keeping back so that the health is going to be quite adamant. And on the top lane, we'll get to see a tanker trying to fight back against the speedster, which is going to be Zorak.
At this point, it seems Revenant, they have the complete control over the entire Thiaskai ruins, but Blair with the 40 score is just trying to go a little bit defensive. Zoroark just trying to save the towers. It's just completely miserable at this point. He cannot go for those first frontal attacks or backline invasion at this point. Just trying to defend the goal zone is what he's capable of at this point, because Umbreon is going for the one small scores, but Inteleon again secures a rejoice for the side of FS Esports. But while Zoroark is going for the 40 big scores, Urshifu will invade and stop it no matter what. But the tier 2 goal zone has been taken down by Revenant, and what a sheer domination coming up from these lads. It seems that FS Esports, they have nothing to answer with.
I mean, there is a situation where Rayquaza might be in the favor of Team FS Esports, and that is something which can change the whole trajectory of the game. But again, the 6th ally, the Regieleki, will be coming in pretty soon. Alternate Swablu being contested, and it's going to be Apple who is going to get the best out of it. I do feel that once again the contestment is going to be quite surreal for Team FS Esports, and it's going to be a very tough, hard-fought battle if they really win it. But Blastoise and Umbreon pretty much ready. Once again, the Hyperspace Souls are active, and with that, the Hoopa will be coming in. The Regieleki is now at the concern. Umbreon goes in. Blastoise is also trying to get the best out of it, and look at that, the rapid spin can actually help him. Moving forward, I have to see who is going to take this advantage. It is going to be a Leafeon coming in, completely denying the effort coming in from the Esports. He was start here trying to melt it down, but now it is going to be the Regieleki which is going to be in favor of Team Revenant Esports. And not just that, the firing Blaziken has also been taken down, and all-rounder again getting to the dest is something which is going to be quite scary for the players of Team FS Esports.
That Leafeon is literally annoying at this point for FS Esports, but look at that Urshifu. He was going for the 45, even the tier 2 goal zone is very much vulnerable at this point. It's a good opportunity for them to go for the score, but they want to face it. They want to go with the Rayquaza meltdown at 68 score coming up from the side of FS Esports to keep themselves alive in this competition. It seems the Inteleon has been taken down. If Blissey goes down, everything will end at this point. The Hyperspace Soul, the Rings and Bound has been already unleashed while Blaziken will be running away. He has got no other option.
Urshifu.
He will be chasing him down, and instantly the KO comes in as Rayquaza gets in the favor of FS Esports. He was able to steal it, and he's getting those KOs that was needed. But will they be able to make those scores possible, as both of the players of FS has been taken down? That's one is Blaziken and another one is Blissey. But what is Blair doing? He needs to go for the score. He needs to do something, but he's the only one having the shield.
Oh, the only individual who has got it in his favor. But look at this, the way Revenant Esports is trying to safeguard their goal zone is absolutely mesmerizing. But he still was able to get 96 goals in their favor. But that's not enough. Blair is now getting cornered. He's definitely going to get KO pretty soon. He gets another set of 4 AOs on Achi, but there you go, the KO will be coming in. 300 to 575. There is a lead of 275 goals coming in from the players of Team Revenant Esports. Can't really deny that lead, and at the same point, the thing that I was talking about initially, that Team Revenant Esports have destroyed all the 4 tier 1, tier 2 goal zones coming in. So that's why they have to go for the baseline goal zone if they really want to secure something favorable in their favor. But look at the approach. Hoopa is sticking with Leafeon because they do know if they have a stance where all of the players are going to be all aggressive, they have to TP back. And for that reason, the hyperspace holds can be very effective. And Hoopa, that Leafeon, can be very, very beneficial. But look at this, look at this. Another set of 200 goals could be coming in pretty soon. But the Zorak goes in. trying to DP back, but Hoopa gets 52. And with that, another set of 44 will be coming in from Team FS Esports. But it's a match where Revenant Esports is going to be phenomenal. Do whatever you want to go with, but you really have to get at least 300 points in your favor for Team FS Esports if that team wants to come back stronger in the game. But no, it is going to be a match of Revenant Esports. They're coming one step closer to their land ticket.
I mean, even after Berserk got that Rayquaza, the way Revenant capitalized on that scenario, destroying the shields, getting the KOs, stopping them to go for the scores. Just imagine if anyhow 5 of the players of FS were alive, this results could have turned out to be in a different manner. The results could have been a lot different. But if you see the amount of assists that the Hoopa did, 10 assists on the scoreboard already, providing us so much support to Burzum as well as Apple at this point. Because if you see this time, I will be very happy.
That can be beneficial for the individuals of Team Revenant Esports. But there you go, the match gets started. This could be the final match for Team FS Esports, or this could be a situation where they might bring in the decider as well. He's Squirtle, and along with that, Hoopa trying to go for the top lane. On the other corner, in the mid lanes, we will get to see another evolving trying to get the best out of it. It's going to be the Chandler who is just trying to get the best out of it. And in the lower lane, in the bottom lane, we'll get to see the Slowbro and the Eevee trying to evolve as fast as possible.
Those early stacks have always helped Revenant. We can just get an example from the previous match itself. So stacking for the Leafeon works wonders for the side of Revenant. The Squirtle had got a good chance to come up with those early stacks without any kind of problem. Even Hoopa will join the party with himself, as FS Esports they look very confident with the pick that they have at this point. The Apple and that kind of Comfy composition, this is going to make a lot of impact. The slow smoke was deployed by Comfy, but eventually Pardesi is healing himself up, passing himself up, not just letting the momentum slip away from his hands, while Zoroark also needs to be very cautious. He has to be very, very picky if they want to go for those early stacks and get those early KOs in his name.
Definitely has to come up with the best effort coming in right now, and we do see the alternating Swablu Blue coming as the contest. Hoopa will be coming out, and eventually if we talk about Apple, has to go with the Citrus Berry so that he can heal himself. Once again, the combination of that Zorak and Comfy can be immensely valuable, but looking forward to see how valuable it can be, because in the Legendary Pit we might see pretty soon a contestant coming in for the alternating Swablu as well. But in the top lane, we will get to see an immense amount of pressure being delivered by the War Turtle as well, because 36 good goals have already been delivered. Revenant on the other corner is trying to evolve. Okay, there you go. War Turtle is now evolved from Squirtle. So let's see if this is going to be beneficial. On the other corner, once again, Kid comes in with the damage, but it is going to be a KO on Team Revenant's player, but Slowbro will be able to completely deny it and eventually get the trade.
At this point, it seems that Hyperspace was again making that. I always say that Hoopa has always been a one-of-a-kind supporter which you cannot just ignore at any point of time. But again, it's finding value one after the other. At this point, even Zorak steps in, might just be a little bit fruitful, dodges the solar blade damage, but that overheat. Look at them burning. All the players will be falling back because Chandelier is there, just trying to hold off the back of the Steelwood gold zone in the bottom lane. A lot of scores still happening on the top lane. Raptor still seems to be pretty dominant against Squirtle at this point.
Well, indeed, in the bottom lane, we'll get to see a lot of contestment, but once again, Lapras, Inteleon, and along with that, the Hoopa combination will be working out for the FS Esports as well. But there we go, they're trying to score and stack a few more goals, and they were able to be capable enough, and they were able to come up with a score of 75 right now. Hoopa with the hyperspace was quick enough, but eventually nobody was able to completely deny the fact that Apple and his teammate, Comfy, was able to get the best out of it. Again, the hyperspace holes can be quite chaotic, as Team Revenant Esports was able to get the best out of it. Even Team Forge Legacy against Team FS Esports did wonders. But look at this, multiple KOs could be coming in, and indeed we did saw Hoopa getting KO'd. With that, the tier 1 gold zone is completely destroyed, and also if we talk about Inteleon, he goes in for another set of 30, but the Regirock is going to get melted away by the individuals of Team FS Esports. But Inteleon, the 6 LI, and there you go, Lapras gets it done.
That Hoopa getting taken down brought a lot of value for the side of Revenant Esports. They were able to function, and Apple, the way he's stepping in with that Comfy attached to him, it was supposed to work like this only, but eventually the Chandelier needs to get picked up. That overheat at the Imprison will create a lot of impact. The unit had been committed by the side of Leafeon as well, but instantly Inteleon comes up with the Spy Vision, gets a 4 KO already on the top lane, and also Comfy unlocks its Unite, giving all the heals to his allies. But with that being said, there is still 7 more score that they need to do. But it seems they're looking for an overdunk, as the Regiliki has already made this tower very much vulnerable. All the players seems to be backing off from this position because they are quite aware any kind of overcommitment might cost them a lot at this moment, because Revenant, they have already made a very good difference for themselves on the top.
I mean, there is already a very significant lead, like 98 points is what I'm looking at between FS Esports and Revenant. They might actually increase it by actually going to the bottom lane tier 1 gold zone, and that's exactly what Umbreon is trying to go with. But I'm looking forward to see if that is going to be beneficial. But oh, look at that, Zorak again trying to achieve the best. Let's see if he can really get that out. Umbreon on the other corner gets KO'd by the overheat coming in from Chandelier, which was not good enough for those individuals because the leveling up scenario is still a little bit on the slower note. Even the Hoopa got KO'd in a jiffy, and with that, in the mid lanes, we'll get to see a contestment for the orange and purple buff for the individuals of Team Revenant Esports Apple, and that's exactly what they were able to get it. Like a orange buff coming in their favor, it's going to be valuable enough. But now, let's see what happens next, because Revenant Esports, with that lead in their favor, they're definitely looking phenomenal. Punished them a lot in the later stages, but the pause has been resumed, and with that, the action will be resumed as well. I'm looking forward to see how those hyperspace holes and also the rings inbound, the Unite coming in from Hoopa is going to be beneficial enough. But Comfy, that combination of a Comfy and Apple has been very fruitful from the start. Those 10 years energies is what we are looking at when it comes to the next matchup.
That can cost them the entire match. So I'm really afraid of that factor if we talk about Revenant. But for FS, I believe they have to focus more on leveling up as fast as possible. There is a lot of time still now for the final stretch, but they have to make sure that they find the best value out of it. Be prepared for the Rayquaza fight.
Be prepared. That final stretch is going to be very valuable enough. But on the same time, if you talk about the current approach, again, melting down that Rayquaza is something that is going to be beneficial. But even before that, the Chandelier goes down. Not just that, the Snowblow will be also getting picked up. The Li will be coming in, and with that KO, the Lapros will be getting the best out of this moment. And now the tier 2 gold zone is somewhere at the contest. If I'm not wrong, the tier 2 gold zone has also been destroyed. That means now directly to the base lane gold zone. In the bottom lane, we did saw again a control aggression coming in from the players of Team Revenant Esports, and they are looking phenomenal. Now they're trying to contest the bottom lane, and in order to do that, Apple is going to go with a 40, with a 33 of his own. Comfy is also there with 3 years energy. He can also dump in all those 3. But Hoopa, despite of the fact that the rings and bound came in, the Unite has been denied by Apple and his Comfy attachment. What a play coming in from these individuals. Amazing performance from Revenant Esports. They are trying to track every single individual down, and they are putting them down bit by bit. Oh, the bottom lane gold zone is about to get destroyed. There is no denial in it. And the tier 1 gold zone in the bottom lane also gets destroyed. Exactly a similar story as we witnessed in the first match as well. Revenant Esports is dominating from the start, and FS is just trying to chase them out.
I think they're not interested in melting down the bottom grade. I don't know why, but they're just looking forward to level themselves up with those balls. There's still 1 minute more time left on the clock. They want to maybe save it for the later stages just before the Rayquaza fight. That can be a good move, because that one Reggie can make a lot of difference for them in the Rayquaza fight, maybe in the final stretch. But Zoroark stepping in, finding a lot more value is what Revenant wanted from a very longer period of time, and they have done it once again. Burzum seems to be just gathering a lot of info, just being a little bit invincible at this point, while not allowing Leafeon to go anywhere near with that hyperspace hole, just getting him completely taken down. And I really want to know how many KOs does at this point Zoroark has, but it seems Burzum is struggling maybe with any kind of ping issues. But Revenant Esports, I really hope that they are prepared for the final stretch fight.
Well, the final stretch fights is something which can change the whole game for even Team FS Esports, but pretty soon we'll get to see that. Like in just 8 seconds we'll get to know what will happen and how the play is going to come in. But Revenant Esports trying to struggle, and with that Interion being KO'd out, I do feel things might change. Rayquaza has appeared, and they're trying to actually get the best out of it, because look at them, the Hoopa United is already here. Hoopa Unite move is already here. The rings are definitely going to be beneficial enough, but oh, Zoroark finds another one. It is going to be a beautiful steal coming in from the Chandelier, and with that, again, it's going to be Revenant Esports who is going to get left untamed and left unavailable with the advantage of that Rayquaza. But now, FS Esports, can they really dictate on this lead? That's what the big question is all about. The shields are pretty much active. Look at that, 446. The chaos will be coming in. It's a Leafeon who has been out of the equation. The shields are still working out, but now the bottom lane Tier 2 gold zone is what Team Revenant Esports is going to have their eyes on. The speedster, again with the comfy, can be very beneficial. Initially, he's going to get the tank out of the equation, which is going to be Rook. And if they get the best out of it, that will be absolutely amazing. Look at that, the KO might be coming in pretty soon, but on the set of 12 goals will be coming in from FSC Sports, but this will in turn retaliate with a KO. But look at this, the whole base team goal zone has been guarded. Burzum trying to get the best out of it, but his network issue is definitely punishing him a lot. Unable to do anything at this point, but he is getting the support from his teammates. That's okay. But let's see what will happen. Rock again being absolutely phenomenal. Gets few more KOs. Lapros can easily go for some good scores at this point because Rock is on fire. The way he's performing a lot of unites. But yeah, as you said, he misses it. But Shinilo finds the Umbreon.
Oh, at this point, it's going to be very, very important. Need to find a score. It doesn't seem like it's going to happen that easily. Slowbro is there on the home base goal zone, but the unit comes in and it's all going to be done. Zorak is barely breathing. He gets the hyperspace, so instantly gets help from the side of Koopa, but one good score is all that is needed. 15 scores, commitment coming up from their side, but it's not a value that they're trying to find out. Leafeon gets a 2K, and it's all going home for FSC Sports, as it seems they will be coming up with an equalizer. The last minute problems coming up arising for Revenant. It seems that one Inteleon not being present in the final stage made a big impact for the side of Revenant Esports, as we will be moving forward for the decider of which team will stay alive in this India Open 2023.
Well, in two matches, Rayquaza came in the favor of Team FSC Sports. The first one got denied. In the second one, Burzum was not that on point when it comes to the performance because of the network issue, I believe. And if the next match, I mean, if the issue has been resolved, I do believe Burzum can be phenomenal. Remember, he was the MVP who was able to secure like somewhere around 250 goals in the first matchup, and due to that, the scoreline was of 675. And also in the start, looking forward to see what happens, guys. These 10 minutes are going to be the most valuable one because it is going to either create a way for the next round or completely eliminate an opponent from the existence. I'm definitely looking forward to see how that is going to be the case. But in the mid lanes, we'll get to see the EV trying to go ahead and evolve ASAP. The Hoopa and along with the Torchic is going to go with the top lane approach. And in the mid lane, we'll get to see the Zorak and the Comfy combination. Raptors on the other corner is also going to go for some stacks on the top lane. Again, a very similar approach to what Revenant was taking up to from the start of the game. They're trying to get for the best. They're trying to get that initial lead in their favor. And FSC Sports also retaliates with another set of 5 amazing goals. But that's exactly going to be the case of Team Revenant Esports by their Lapras securing few more goals.
Comfy comes into the place to stop Torchic at this moment. I think that's not surprising, but yeah, stopping those stacks should be very important. Securing those bunnies in their favor will be much more important as well. Not allowing FSC Sports to walk away, but they still managed to get those 5 Eos energy, their name. But it seems both of them are trying to level up as fast as possible. The bottom lane looks very much adjusted because Umbreon has been put to rest for now. A KO coming in from the side of Slowbro. A lot of contention happening at the bottom alongside. We see an Inteleon as well. So from the side of Revenant Esports, this Altaria Swap Blues completely being swapped away by the Blaziken at this point. Oh, unlucky for Lapras.
Again, the hyperspace holes with the Hoopa can be very valuable, but look at this. Again, the Zorak gets one valuable frag, and eventually with that advantage in the favor, things might change. Look at this. Again, the Inteleon also trying to get the best out of it. He's trying to score more. Crowley in this particular matchup can actually be the best with the passive ability, trying to be the sneaky one, and also getting the best out of the whole situation is going to be the case for Team Revenant Esports. But with that initial lead in the favor of Team Revenant Esports, definitely FS has now to be worried about at what they're going to do next. Umbreon straight up going for the citrus berries so that they can heal it themselves and then eventually fight back whenever the moment comes in. Also, the Ace energies is going to be very valuable. The Lapras trying to fight back in the top lane. But let's see, with the hyperspace holes, maybe things will change. Even the Comfy and Zorak combination is still waiting rapidly. Kumbhuskin at a very tough spot. He can be getting KO'd pretty soon. The whole advantage of that area is now in the favor of Team Revenant Esports. They're very close to destroying that tier 1 goal zone in the top lane. But Delphox on the other corner finds Umbreon, and with that KO, Revenant Esports now actually are a setback in the top lane. In the bottom lane, tier 1 goal zone.
This is what we expected coming up from the side of Zoroark, but instantly the Delphox being that one big threat and finds the value that he was assigned for, and instantly we see a lot of values being pulled off by FSC Sports in the bottom lane. Umbreon makes a fallback, has been forced off because the Fire Blast is pushing them to the limits at this point, and the Zoroark being suppressed this time could not find a lot more value as what it was supposed to be, but that fire spin finding a lot more value. Those liquidation will give a lot of damage, but instantly the solar blade boinks coming in, forces Umbreon to back off from that scenario. But you can see the pros coming up from the side of FS Esports, instantly trying to melt down the Regirock as fast as possible, not letting anybody just make a steal, while we see that Tensei is looking forward to grab it in the last minute hit, but it won't be possible as Legion secures it for the side of FS Esports, while Zoroark will be focusing on to get this Hoopa down and dusted, while they'll be coming with the score and instantly destroys and breaks the tier 1 goal zone just before anybody can pop out of that hyperspace hole.
Continue to deny this guy. The way he's performing is absolutely phenomenal. They're going to get that ally. The 6-1 is going to come. Regieleki is now in the favor of team Revenant Esports. They can completely capitalize on this scenario, or they can just maintain that pressure onto the top lane. Meanwhile, go for the bottom lane contestment and eventually destroy that tier 1 goal zone in the bottom lane. And that's exactly what they're trying to make an approach for. The slow bro is now at contest. Can't really deny the whole scenario. And there you go. Few more goals coming in. In the top lane, we'll get to see a complete approach. All the unites being utilized. Intellion finds the Hoopa. And with that, the Rings Unbound is now going to get left empty. Even the Delphox gets down. Amazing play coming in. The fireworks are still there. Who's going to have the control? It is going to be Team Revenant Esports in the bottom lane. Another KO.
Oh, those big goals coming in. This tower will be destroyed. The hyperspace hole was completely useless at this point. This is wow. I would say this is how Revenant, they're trying to make it up, catch it up against FS Esports, finding a lot more value and also leveling up for themselves. And I have to give credit to Revenant. They're not trying to invade and overextend. They know that they have destroyed 2 of the goal zones of FS Esports. Not to make any kind of more mistakes in the upcoming stages should be the best decision, or they will be very cautious with it, because what happened in the last match should not be repeated this more time. 28 more seconds for the bottom Regi to spawn up, but it seems Zoroark is waiting for that one moment to strike up against that Delphox and find the revenge, and he does it pretty well, but was not able to steal that Excavalier. The orange buff, it seems, back because the Solar Blade came in and just found the value that he wanted to.
Well. Mid lanes are now being contested. Again, a lot of AOS energy is being dumped over there, and you do see that the approach looks absolutely amazing. But the Regi seal is there, the Regieleki is going to come pretty soon. Let's see if the alternate swap blues are going to be beneficial enough for Team Revenant Esports, because the level buff, it is definitely there for the players of Team Revenant Esports, and also the gold buff is there. The fire spin would have been quite chaotic, but still the Umbreon wants to fall back, and with the Rings Unbound in the favor, Team FS Esports, players are going to beat the back right over here and eventually perform the best. And the firework is still going to work out, but there is a KO, a Speedster versus Speedster. But with the addition of that Comfy, the band is definitely looking amazing for Team Revenant Esports. But now they're trying to stack up onto the bottom lane.
The 130-point lead that might be getting taken over at any point of time, but the scores that might be stopped, and instantly unlocks the 5-minute Zoroark, hops in and gets the value that he wanted. Hoopa has been put to rest while the slow group is still in the question. Delphox have already made the comeback. The fire spin is chasing Zoroark, but won't be able to make any kind of connection, as it seems the entire squad of Revenant, they're going for the big scores, and instantly the tier 2 goal zone will be under the contention from the side of Revenant Esports, because the Hoopa, it makes a little bit of impact and forces Tensei to make a fall back. But at this moment, oh my god, Slowbro with the Unite completely wobbles down Zoroark and Comfy. He will be pushed to get attached with Umbreon and make a fallback from this position.
And the falling back scenario is definitely going to work out for now. It does feel like that in the top lane we'll get to see another set of contestment, because the Lapras is trying to safeguard against the Regieleki, and Blaziken is now patiently waiting for the right moment to come where he can really go for a strike and eventually get the best out of it. The Blaziken will be coming in. Look at that, he is trying to create a pressure on Tensei, but let's see if it is going to work out or not, because again we have a Comfy approach. The Zoroark will be coming in. Comfy detaches, the Goku is going to go with the Zoroark. And with Apple laying Zoroark, I do believe things might change rapidly. And with that, yes, there is a situation where Team Revenant is now at a very decent lead when we compare them to Team FS Esports. There is a lead of 132 points coming in for the players of Team Revenant Esports, and they want to stick it in that fashion, but now they have to farm those unites. Zoroark and Lapras along with that Comfy are not available with the unites on the other corner. There is just a Slowbro who does not have any unites coming in from his favor, and once that unite being utilized, you do see a lot of KO coming in. Oh, the Blaziken will be getting KO'd. I thought for a moment that even the Delphox is going to get contested, but no, that's not the case. Hoopa gets down. And with that, remember guys, the set of 20 few seconds are awaited, because after that we'll get to see that legendary Pokemon coming in. But yes, Hoopa and Blaziken are back in form, back in play. That level advantage is something which is definitely going to give Revenant upper hand, but if they are unable to play those cards in the right fashion, I believe things might change. And they really want to go with the steal of this Resi steal so that they can have that advantage, and they are going to get it. No denying it.
This buff can create a good impact. 55 score on Zoroark at this point, as it seems the rings inbound have been unleashed by Hoopa. They want to go for those early meltdown of Rayquaza, but it seems the final stretch it will be going in hands of FS Esports. Revenant! Oh my god, this is a big blunder as the Zoroark goes down. 100 coming from the side of Blaziken, and it seems that Revenant, the dreams are being shattered into pieces by the hands of FS Esports. The main comeback they have made, the 50 has been denied into Leon. Oh my god, the hopes of Revenant for the India Open 2023 have been crushed. FS Esports will be walking away with this win.
Nicholas, I would like to say just wait a little longer. Maybe things will change. So let's just wait. Let's just see what happens in the next 1 minute. It's going to be a very interesting 1 minute to talk about, to be honest, because we'll get to see a lot of stacking up scenario on the top end. We'll get to see that Hoopa already stacking it off, because that hyperspace holds can once again help them a lot. And Leon wants to go with the goal, but won't be able to do it because he sees that Hoopa or Revenant Esports are also chasing them out of the equation. But now a complete stacked up situation is going to be there for the bottom lane. I would love to see how that approach is going to be beneficial, because the Leafeon is already getting KO'd, so he won't be able to be effective enough. The Leon has to fall back. Oh, another set of 76. What is happening in the base lane goals? And we do see that Blaziken doing phenomenal job of getting few more goals. Another KO will be coming in. Hoopa about to get KO'd, but let's see what happens. Oh, we have Delphox now making an entry. This is done. This is done for Team Revenant Esports. Can't really go for those 400-500 goals coming in right now. And there will be a KO on Zoroark. Not just that, Inside will be getting KO'd by the other EV, that is going to be the Leafeon, the Speedster. The KO streak will be there for Delphox, and it's done, guys. Revenant Esports is now out of the equation. It is going to be Team FS Esports who is going to be renowned as the team who is going to go straight up into the LAN arena. But Revenant, a hard-fought battle. But to be honest, that slip-off of Rayquaza in every single matchup costed them a lot. In every single match of the match number 2, be it the game 1, be it the game 2 or game 3. Every single time it was Team Revenant Esports who lost the advantage, who lost the momentum in the Legendary Pit. And due to that, it is going to be FS Esports who is going to go there straight up in the lower bracket round number 4, which battle will be there in the LAN arena.
I really feel bad for Apple at this moment. Both the matches played on the Zoroark found so much value. If you talk about previous match, it was like a 13 knockouts. This time it's 9 knockouts. But still couldn't cross that one margin of line that would have, sealed the deal for them to qualify for the LAN.